To Baton Rouge. I'm excited.
I've always said that, yeah, like that's when Georgia should bust out their black jerseys when they go on the road. When someone like Georgia Tech is wearing white at home or LSU wears white at home, perfect time to bust them out.
No,
so, yeah.
It should be Auburn. Like, I don't know why you don't just do it the home games against Auburn. Like, that's where you had the dancing, crank that soldier boy and everything. Just do it against Auburn. Like, that's
they
the
should
Auburn
just
thing.
do it once a year, regardless.
Yeah.
I don't think one team should. Like, I don't think you should wear them against one team every year. Like, I think I don't want to give anyone that satisfaction. It's not a special occasion playing you. We're just rocking our black jerseys because we want to rock them, you know?
All right, well, we'll get more into the Auburn, Georgia stuff in a second.
Without
which is
a
so
doubt.
weird. October 5th, and we're talking about Auburn, Georgia. Just a weird schedule.
Yeah,
thing.
we
So
should be
strange.
talking Georgia, Tennessee right now.
Yeah. All right, well, where are we going next?
Keeping it moving. Like I said about the Kansas TCU game, Texas and Oklahoma, unranked, meeting each other when both teams are unranked for the first time since 1998. And Oklahoma is a 6.5-point dog in this one. I guess we got no Dylan Gabriel for Oklahoma in this one.
General Booty.
So Quinn Ewers is back. Texas is just, I believe in Texas with Quinn Ewers. I feel like it's almost night and day how I feel about this team with and without Quinn Ewers. And Oklahoma, I think they're about to drop to 0-3 in the conference. I don't like this Oklahoma team right now. So yeah, give me Texas to win and cover.
I like it. I'm right there with you. This is one where if you're also one quick thing, Graham Coffey had this stat I wanted to throw out on Tennessee LSU real quick, and then we'll get right back to it. I forgot to mention this. Friend of the program, Graham, he put out Tennessee is 2-16 on the road versus ranked SEC West teams the last 20 years, which is wild. 3-28 on the road versus ranked SEC teams, period, the last 15 years. And a favorite versus LSU. It's just the third time they've been a road favorite versus a ranked SEC team in 15 years. 32 games total. It's wild. So, I don't know. They're going against history on Saturday, but we'll see. In terms of Oklahoma and Texas, how many times would you like? This was something I thought was interesting because I went back and I double checked this when I saw this stat and I was going through each game because it felt like this, but you kind of had to like double take. Like a lot of these games might blend together a little bit. Like, I remember the Kyler run. I remember different things. And you're just like, all right, let me go back. And which year did that happen? How many games of the last 8 years in the Red River Shootout, which we will be calling not the Red River Rivalry and that alliteration nonsense. We're doing the Red River Shootout on this very program. How many would you guess had the game come down to one score or less in the last 8 meetings?
Oh, man, there was those. I feel like there was like 4 or 5 in a row, right? They came right down to the last score. I would guess 6 of the last 8.
All of the last 8. All
wow.
of the last 8. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, this is a rivalry. Like from the outside, it feels like Oklahoma kind of like dominates. Like it feels like they're just the superior program, but it's not quite as one-sided as I ever expected. I feel like every single game, like you said, is comes down to the last score.
Yeah, and I think too, like, so OU last year had the biggest comeback ever when they were down 21 late and stunned Texas. So Texas had them on the ropes a year ago with Sark, and Oklahoma lost 2 straight. Now you said this last week. You're like, OU's not going to lose 2 straight. Like that's possible, and they've done it before. And now we're at this point where I think we have to really recalibrate how we view Oklahoma in this year 0 for Brent Venables and what he's doing there. And especially with Dylan Gabriel out for this one, that matters a great deal. I think this Oklahoma team might just be bleh this year. I mean, they might be the 5th, 6th best team in the conference. And I think Texas, when healthy, is better. And you mentioned Quinn Ewers. It's not even Quinn Ewers for me in this matchup. What have the last 2 teams done? Max Duggan had his big runs, and TCU was able to run the ball in Oklahoma. Week prior, Adrian Martinez and Deuce Vaughn did all they wanted to do on the ground. Bijan Robinson, coming into the year, we said might be the best running back in college football. I think that matters the most to me in this one, where I think Bijan has a big time game, and they don't have to throw everything at Quinn Ewers to go get them a win in this rivalry game. Like, they are not just like, hey, you're back. All right, go win us the Oklahoma game. I think this is where Bijan should have his biggest game, because PFF, guess who is number 1 in most missed tackles forced of any running backs of anywhere in the country or in the Big 12 this year? It's Texas with 66, and it's a distant number 1. I think that matchup is a problem for Oklahoma, and if Texas should win this game, and I will be pretty surprised if Texas doesn't take care of business here. So give me Texas to win.